This is Mo Abdu, and one of the best pieces of advice about wealth that I've ever received came from Richard Watts. Actually came from Richard's dad. Richard wrote a great book that we'll talk about in a minute called Fables of Fortune. But Richard's father once told him that when you come into a lot of money, put yourself on a middle-class budget and live that way. Because people will love you for it because you'll be real. I don't know about you, but that seems to be pretty difficult. However, the more that I study wealthy and happy people, the more that I see that that's a common trait. Now, Richard certainly should know, because he's devoted his entire life's work to working and guiding some of the wealthiest families in the world. And here's what he discovered. In his book, he tells you stories about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And a couple things we explore in our conversations. Number one, when you let money, when you let wealth dictate the menu of your life, it seems like you're walking a destructive path, as opposed to living as if you didn't have the money. Number two, wealth and children, a very difficult trade-off. Richard says for everything that you give your child, when it comes to money, you're actually taking something back. And here's the thing that's really important. It seems like wealthy and unhappy people are also very spiritually deprived, which is something that makes their life very, very empty. Head over to 33voices.com or iTunes, listen to my conversation with Richard. He's going to inspire you to think and embrace wealth differently, because what you really understand and walk away with is some of the wealthiest people on the planet aren't the ones who have the most. They're actually the ones who need the least. And we'd love your feedback on this whole notion of wealth.